What is it like when you guys are out on the field for some of those really long drives that Georgia Southern's putting together? What are you guys saying to each other and trying to get off the field?
It's really all about communication. I think we didn't do a very good job at that at times today. It was a loud crowd, but that shouldn't affect us. But some of those long drives, they're hard, but you got to stick to our training. We're built for that. We have conditioning that we've been through. So you can't really blame it on being tired and get a sub. But, I thought we extended drives, but we got to get off the field.
DJ has the pick six. You have another interception. And obviously more interceptions on top of that. In those late moments in the game, were you guys starting to feel maybe a little bit of a spark and potentially getting back into it?
Yeah, I think everyone on the team knows that, at some point we will lock in and, we'll have good drives, but no one ever quit. Everyone has faith in us, even the offense. They told us right when we come off the field from DJ's interception, get another stop, we'll go down and we'll score. But yeah, no one quit, and everyone played hard to the end. But 4 turnovers, it's hard.
Did they show you guys any different looks that you saw in film before?
Oh, yeah, no doubt. They did a lot of linebacker motions, which we weren't really ready for. Not ready for, but, stuff that's like day one in camp that you don't really go over much anymore. We thought we were going to see a lot more nickel motion, so we were game planning for that more. But, I thought they had a really good scheme, but I think we figured it out a little bit too late. And,
When you talk about like 2 straight losses on the road, what do you think that really just comes down to? Is it just the crowd, or is there a growing mentality just you're having to go on the road and now it's 2 straight? What's going to happen for that next away game? How are you going to combat that?
Practice harder. Now I know we have 2 losses on the road. I thought before those games we had really good practices. I guess they got to be harder. But we got to come out each week. We have a home game next and then a bye week. So, really getting everyone back healthy and, kind of honing in on the little things. And I think we'll come back versus Southern Miss, very prepared.
As much as you can share, what was Coach Chessie's message to the team? What was Coach Info's message to the defense too after this game?
We got in the locker room. And it's really, you got to look at yourself and see what you could have done better. We'll watch film tomorrow and kind of go over it there. But, you should never have your head down. You came out and you tried to fight as long as possible. But, they beat us today. But, you can't have that reflect you. So we got to come out next week, practice really well, and then go out on Saturday and play Southern Miss.
How frustrating is it just to create 4 turnovers, but yet it's just a couple drives there? You guys aren't able to get off the field. It seemed like that was the difference in the game.
Yeah, third down and some of those fourth downs, you got to get off the field. It doesn't matter, what the spotting of the ball is or whatever. You shouldn't even make it close. Having four turnovers that's awesome. It's what we strive to do, but maybe we got to create some more turnovers in the next game.
You mentioned not quitting, and obviously it's important in any game, and it didn't fully go your way tonight, but how important is that not quit just heading into this next game?
Oh yeah, people know that they have faith in us. We've shown it this year where we're holding teams to 7 points and under 200 total yards, so everyone has faith in us, and we go into practice every week just trying to compete, and I think you can really see that everyone's bought in to the whole process, but we got to play better, that's all.
DJ, I know you're on defense and it's quieter when you're on defense, but I'm curious how the atmosphere felt when you were on the sideline. How do you think that kind of maybe hurt the offense a little bit? And what was your kind of impressions of the atmosphere here?
The atmosphere was great. The fans did what they were supposed to do, be loud, chant for the team and everything. So the atmosphere was what it was supposed to be for them.
And you pick 6. How much of a juice do you think that was for the team?
It was a whole lot of juice. We harp on confidence and the next play. So when I made the pick 6, it was just the next play and to boost the confidence of the team.
How frustrating was tonight as a unit? You guys create 4 turnovers, but it just seemed like it came down to a couple of drives where they made the plays when they needed to.
You know, it's frustrating in a way. You know, we got to celebrate the good plays, but it's also frustrating when they make their plays as well. But that's just football. They're going to make good plays as well. So just getting back on the drawing board so where we can prevent other teams from making their plays and when they're supposed to. So we just have to have more good plays than they do.
Was there anything specific you guys were seeing out of their offense on third down that was allowing them to extend some of those drives?
You know, nothing crazy that we haven't seen on film. You know, they were just executing. Just like the last question, they were just making plays where they were supposed to make them.
It was a pretty big play, pretty big call on your pass interference on the fourth quarter. How'd you feel about that play?
I wish it wasn't a pass interference. You know, that would have been a big turnaround. You know, but you know that's just football. They threw the flag, and we just got going to the next play.
Jacob talked a lot about this team's ability to just not quit in these moments. How much did you feel that, whether it was on the field or just on the sideline too?
You know, he hit it on the dot. We can't quit at all. You know, we got to keep going. We can't quit, you know, until the clock hits zero. So, again, going back to what Chesney said, just next play, keep on playing until the clock hits zero. That's what the whole team harps on.
Now, what's that communication like among you guys when there are some of those really long drives that they're putting together? What are you guys saying to each other to kind of stay engaged and get off the field?
The same communication when it's the first play of that drive. You know, there can't be no drop-off between those lines. And Jacob Dobbs, JT, they all do a good job of keeping us motivated while we're on the field, communicating, knowing where to go and where to put us. So the communication doesn't fall off at all.
And when you guys do have this kind of setback, how excited does it make you want to get back on the field next week?
Oh, very excited. You know, that's just the love of the game. Making sure we move on to the next game, getting in the film, knowing what we need to correct and correcting that in the next game.